So if you are a normal person or a normal business, one of your keys or paths to success is going to be really strong goal setting. And so as I work with teams to start to set our annual goals, our quarterly goals, our longer term goals, one of the things that I realize is that the teams and the individuals that have a really good pool to pull from and really good kind of list of potential goals are the teams that tend to set the strongest goals. And so I've built a framework that I just want to share with you that can really help kind of become this cheat sheet to goal setting. So if you're kind of like, hey, you sit down, the paper's blank, you just don't really know where to go, your goal setting is just not going to be strong. And so what I want to do is kind of give you a head start on that so that you're looking at a list of dozens of potential opportunities that you can start to execute on to make your goal setting really strong. So I've broken this down into really 3 areas of goal setting, like kind of the categories of goal setting, and then 3 areas that we can start to set goals that's really going to help you out. And so what I want you to do is just draw a kind of a grid like this, right? And so you're going to end up with 9 boxes. And at the top, you're going to look for kind of the goal setting areas. And so I always like to break this down into 3 really kind of categories. So you've got opportunities. These are things that you can do to proactively move your business or yourself or your team forward in meaningful ways. And we can do that through goal setting. So opportunities are the things that we can seize on to help us reach our goals, whatever those are. The obstacles are the things that may stand in our way of us achieving those goals, right? The things that we are going to have to overcome or at least consider to help us reach our goals. These are things that can prevent us from reaching our goals because they're external forces. The last one is going to be inefficiencies. And these are things that generally exist internally, either to our business or to our team or to ourselves. And so these are another area that we can start to look. So we've got opportunities, obstacles, and inefficiencies. And then there's 3 kind of levels that we can start to look at. And I've touched on them already. But the first one is going to be your company. So what are the opportunities, obstacles, and inefficiencies that exist at the company level that we can start to identify? And once we identify those, we can start to put really strong goal setting around those. The second level would be your team. Are you part of a leadership team? Are you part of an engineering team? Are you part of a sales team? Are you part of a finance team? Whatever team you are a part of, what are the areas of your team that you can identify opportunities, obstacles, and inefficiencies within your team that we can start to set meaningful goals around to make your team better at the end of this quarter, at the end of this year, and ultimately to help you reach your goals, your longer term goals, more efficiently. The last one is going to be self. We always need to be improving ourself as well. And so again, looking at what are the opportunities, the obstacles, or the inefficiencies that exist individually, personally, for me, that I need to start to identify and potentially set goals around so that when we get to the end of this quarter, the end of this year, I have made myself a more valuable individual to my company, to my team, and of course to myself as well. And so hopefully this goal setting framework is a way that you can spend 30 minutes before you actually start doing the goal setting to spend a couple minutes in each one of these boxes and figure out what are the obstacles that exist for my team, right? What are the inefficiencies that exist for my company? What are the opportunities that exist for myself to be better at the end of this quarter, at the end of this year than I was when I started? Hopefully that framework becomes a cheat sheet for you to great goal setting.